Megan Hicks of I Run Far, and I'm here in Kawaguchi-go, Japan, ahead of the 2015 Ultra-Trail Mount Fuji. I'm with Fernanda Maciel, a Brazilian who lives in Spain, and you are the fastest returning women's finisher. Second place last year, and you're back again this year.
Yes, excited to do that because Mount Fuji, you can see, is just like inspiring. It's a beautiful mountain, and to be here again is like a pleasure. It's like I really feel like blessed to be here again, and so yeah, so happy.
This is a really hard race. I mean, it's 100 miles. It's got some pretty gnarly mountain sections, some fast road sections. You had a great race last year, like really, really strong. What brings you back? Is it the mountain or is it something else?
Yeah, I think it's like when I came here and I train, if I can train in the place before, that's what happened last year. I did 3 trainings here, so that when you have the connection with the mountain and feel the trails, how it's working, how they are, the terrain, so it's helped a lot for the run, I think.
Yeah.
And to be here like meditating and to be in the temples, I think this kind like work well for your mind. Then you are really like with your body and mind prepared for the race. So that helped with me like last year. And this year you're really quiet, like in peace. I think I do a good race as well.
The Japanese are a really spiritual people, and they have historically been. There's these beautiful temples all around. There's actually a temple very close to the start finish. Do you know, when you visit a place like this, do you go to experience that and to sort of take on a little bit of that spirituality?
Yes, sure, because like from the people and from the place, I think this kind of energy like just came to yourself when you are like in so deep emotion also during the race, and it's grateful.
The 100-mile distance, I mean, it's physically challenging, but maybe even more mentally challenging sometimes. How do you use sort of like the power of the mountain, the views of the mountain? Do you use like the power of the culture here? Like what helps you get through? What will help you get through the toughest times in this race?
Yes, sometimes my internal part, like the part of that I have, the power that I have inside myself help a lot, and sometimes the power that there is outside, it's helping me a lot. So I try to work with both. Like Mount Fuji, they call here Mount Fuji Sun, because sun means that there is a god. So a Fuji Sun is a god. So each mountain here is a god. So this, I think this is inspiring too much because you really feel this power. And yes, nature helped us a lot during the race.
Mount Fuji is kind of it's like a pilgrimage place for many Japanese people. I mean, they can see the mountain from far off wherever they live. And they come here to climb it or to see it in some way. There must be some sort of like magnetic draw that you can feel when you're running around the mountain.
Yes, sure. Like because here the race is around the Mount Fuji, so many parts of the race you can see Mount Fuji during the race. So that is like motivate yourself all the time. So this is amazing. So the sunrise, the sunset that you have here is just like unbelievable. Yeah. So it's give you a lot of power. Yeah. Sure.
So we just saw you not very long ago at UTMB over in France. You had a tough race there. You didn't make it all the way around the mountain. Can you back up and tell us what happened at that race?
Well, I did lots of little mistakes. Okay. Like I lost my light during the night.
You lost your, like the battery?
Yes, like the battery. So I spent like 2 hours going the downhill without light. So that was like really stressful for my mind. And then I had some problems in my feet that was like feeling so sore. And
they just hurt?
Yes, and some stage I didn't have like food enough, so I lose some energy. So after 20 hours I just was blocked. Like my body and my mind couldn't keep going. Okay. It was a strange experience, but was also like really good for me. for my ego, like no race. Okay, you have been training during all year, but no race, and it's like that. And yes, you need to recover from that.
Yeah.
And then I recover my feet. I had a big problem in the feet, but now it's okay. Then my motivation to run is still. This is the why.
Like it's come back.
Yes. So like now, I'm feeling like okay. I'm a bit tired from 20 hours racing Ultra-Trail Mont Blanc. I know that. But I have the motivation to run. I'm really inspired to do my last run during this year. So this is why I came here, and because I love Japan as well, and I cannot lose this opportunity.
This is so this will be your last race of the season.
Yes.
Then you're converting to a little off time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to be having some wine in France and relaxing, do some climb, some yoga. I think it's really help myself to recovery. And yes, I enjoy my family and my friends, so this equilibrium, this balance, I think is good for each person and each athlete.
The race last year went clockwise, and this year it's turned around and going counterclockwise. There's a mountain range that you pass through this time during the first half of the race, the Tenchi Mountains. They're sort of, I don't know, what people refer to as like the great equalizer, that, you know, if you're having a good day, you're going to get through the Tenchis in a good position. If it's not your day, the Tenchis are going to show you that. Having them in the first half of the race as opposed to the second half of the race, how does that change like your strategic approach? Like,
I think it'll be better because last year, like the hard part was in the ending, so the hard mountains took to me like 4 hours.
Okay.
Then I need to carry more water, more food.
Yeah.
Then this year, like the hard part is in the beginning. Then like the strategy, I don't need to carry too much water for that, so that it will help.
Yeah.
But it's still like really hard. I cannot push so hard in the beginning, so let's see how it's working.
Have to go a little easier through there, so have some for later.
And especially because I just did the Ultra-Trail Mont Blanc, and it was a longer race, so here for me will be like a surprise.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how will be my body working, so this is why I'd like to enjoy, especially in the beginning of the race. I'd like to be like really slowly. Probably,
especially for you, then the Tenchis are going to show you if you're having a good day or if it's going to be kind of a painful day.
Yes, that's it.
This race is really unique in that there's some pretty steep mountainous sections, and then there's some miles of flat roads, or pretty flat roads. And you're a self-proclaimed mountain person who likes the more technical the better. How do you get through the road sections, like mentally?
Well, I love the road section after a hard mountain.
Okay, like it's a break.
I think about that, like after like so hard mountain, so steep, like some parts here, like I need to use my hands to climb. So after that, like when you see like 8 kilometers like on the road, it's bad. Like I'm a mountain runner, but I just think in a positive way. It's like so nice to be just like in a good flowing, like I can, my legs just run, and this is amazing.
And it's probably like a little bit of a mental break too, if you're like spending so much time like concentrating on where you're putting your hands and your feet. Like just getting to turn off a little bit.
Especially the downhills here, like some parts is so steep, and I need also to use my hand to catch some tree.
Yeah.
It's really dangerous.
Yeah.
And then when you get the roads, like, yes, it's like a break for my mind.
Japan is a place, I mean, there's so many people in the cities here, like the population is really dense, but then when you come out here, there's some true wild areas that you run through, and there's, you know, the possibilities of seeing wildlife, like big birds and possibly bears. And what goes through your head in thinking about, I don't know, traversing through the Japanese wilderness at night?
Well, no problem. No. I'm from Brazil, so I think there
are bigger things there.
I've been training a lot, like I'm really scared about big animals. But here, like, you feel like safe, like during the race. Yes, I prefer to not think about it.
Okay, no more questions about that then.
Well, but it's always nice, like here you have lots of big birds, you can live in here. And yeah, I think this is really nice for us to feel like in a wild place.
Yeah, especially in a country where in the cities it's just so city. Yeah.
Like Japan is it's amazing because they are always in the future, but they keep the tradition, like all the old culture. So this is really a good balance, and I appreciated the culture that they have.
Yeah. This is your fourth time here in third time here in Japan. You ran the shorter STY in 2012.
Yeah.
And then the full loop around the mountain last year. And so you've spent some time here, a couple weeks of your life. You've learned a little bit about the culture, the food, the people. What are some things that you're really taking in this week and really enjoying?
Oh, the sushi and sashimi is like well, I love this food. Like I cook at home, and I love the Japanese restaurants and the food. So also the culture of them and how they work, like how they respect the nature and the religions and that they have, and all these kind of things is like it's amazing to observe how they work every day, and they are so quiet people, and well, Tokyo is not so quiet, but they are intelligent people, and I think it's nice to observe another culture from outside, and yes, I've been learning a lot of things here.
Awesome. Well, best of luck to you this weekend.
Thanks, Megan.
Good luck on your, what is this? So this is like your third, this is going to be your second total trip around the mountain, third partial trip. Yes, and this will be my third 100 miles. Third 100 miler. Yes. All right, well, best of luck to you. Yes, I'd like to enjoy a lot each mile. Each mile, that's a lot of miles. Yes, but I think this is the way, like, being the present is so hard, but when you have 100 miles, you can train that. Yeah. Like trying to enjoy each second, trying to enjoy, because we love to run, so it's you need to try to remember that each time, especially when you are suffering, because sometimes you feel like so sore, so pain in your knee or something like that. Something it's happened that is wrong, but you need to remember that you love to run, you know, to be in the present, just enjoy each step. So this is special for me, and I'd like to train that. Awesome. Well, best of luck to you, and may the first mile, or may the 99th mile be as pleasant as the first mile. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu.